Join discord.gg/flatearth and enter a check-in room. Someone will come along and verify you to get involved in the conversation about our Earth.
With so much bullshit on the media, on the news, right? That they're overwhelmed, right? And so they have no time to be thinking about flat Earth because they have so much other shit they're throwing in their face.
All right, Donald, what?
It doesn't matter.
Welcome back.
Sorry.
Well, sorry.
Welcome back.
Thank you, though.
Must have not been that important if you just forgot.
Well, I mean, the guy was saying something, and I wanted to ask a question about what he was saying.
Yeah, dude, go ahead.
Well, I mean, he'd have to repeat what he said.
He was talking about people being brainwashed.
Oh, sure. Okay, so what makes you think that education is brainwashing?
I didn't say that education is brainwashing the elites that have a master plan over how the world functions and works. Yeah, which guy?
I don't believe there are any gods. I'm an atheist. I think it's impossible.
That's not what they said. Which guy? Hold on a second. There is objectively brainwashing in education. There's even a professor that we quote in here that says he effectively brainwashes students. That's how the curriculum goes.
Hang on. Does that person teach in the public system?
At university level, yes.
No, university is private. No,
it's not. No, it's not.
Yes.
No, it's not.
Anyway.
What I'm asking about. What I'm asking about is
Hey,
I'm asking about,
buddy. Universities are public also.
The thing that I am asking about is the public school system. Is that what is being taught in the public school system? Not
universities are also public. Universities are also public.
No, universities are private.
No, they're not.
They're not funded by the government.
Can we talk one at a time, please?
Thing that
differentiates. Donald, stop interrupting people.
Well, Donald,
can you stop
interrupting me?
Dude,
Can you not?
Oh my god! I'm trying to speak, and you keep interrupting me. There are both public universities. Yes, the vast majority of universities are public and funded by the government. Thank you.
No, opposite. You're wrong.
Hey, are you related to Brenda, Donald? You sound a lot like Brenda to me.
Guys, I definitely want to get in
Brenda
here. I want to get in here. I want to get in here. So there's this. If I was to ask you, Donald, if I said the words to you, free education camp, would you think that those people were being brainwashed?
Sure. Yes.
Okay, so how do you know that the education that they'd previously received wasn't the brainwashing?
Evidence.
Donald,
the evidence.
Universities are higher education institutions that are mainly funded by state governments.
Ability to perceive evidence is based on a conclusion here. The whole point of this is that their ability to perceive evidence will be based on their brainwashing. Correct?
No.
Bruh.
What do you mean no? Requires
that's the
zero.
Point. That's the point of brain.
Hang on. Hang on. So hang on.
No, stop.
Please, may I?
Stop.
No, I think crypto's lagging.
I think he's delayed.
No, you stop. Stop.
Yeah, he's just lagging.
Yeah, you're roboting, Crypto. Donald, I'm just going to go ahead and give you this warning one more time, okay? You have to calm down and not interrupt. You have to calm down and not interrupt people, Donald. Okay? You got to chill out, buddy.
Am I coming through now?
Yes.
Crypto radio
So
check
I
1 2.
would leave and come back, bud.
Okay, yeah. No, I think I'm back now. So look, if brainwashing didn't affect your ability to interpret evidence, there would be no point in brainwashing people. So for you to just go, the evidence, that's not an argument. The point of the brainwashing is that you don't know what evidence is.
Good dumb dumb.
So would you like to listen to the words that come out of my mouth, or do you just want to continually mute me for no reason?
No, it wasn't for no reason. It's because
I was the one who was interrupted, and you muted me. That is unfair.
All right, Donald, listen.
You
okay.
are unfair.
You're interrupting me right now. Buddy, I'm a moderator. Why do you keep thinking you can talk through me? Shut up. Okay.
If you're
doing, Donald, shut up. What you're doing is you're talking. You're like, I'm a baby. And then you pause for 10 seconds and then start talking again. You don't get this unimpeded. You can pause 7 seconds between each sentence. We don't have to sit here and bow to Donald as he takes forever to speak. So if you want to coherently speak, make your point stop, that's cool. What you're doing is you're talking, you're pausing, and then someone's going to respond, and you start talking through them again like you weren't done talking yet. Okay, thank you.
Okay, so if you guys mute me unwarranted, again, I just leave.
That's fine. That's completely fine. If you want to leave, go ahead. No one cares. Would you like to address my point, though?
I mean, I'd love to, but I keep getting muted, so I cannot.
But when you have the floor to speak, you're just choosing to complain about your mute status. So when you're unmuted, that's your chance to proceed, not to whine. So this is your last chance. We don't want to hear any more whining. Why don't you address the points and stop complaining?
Which point?
Then you can't just say evidence. You can't just say it's not brainwashed because it's evidence, because the whole point of brainwash is that you don't know how to interpret what evidence is sufficiently.
Is that Witsit?
We're also wrong, Donald.
Give a rebuttal, or
in the public.
Have a hate boner for.
I mean, give me a point to rebut, and I'll do that.
We already did. You're feigning ignorance. You're like, wait, what's the point? We already did, dude.
What does that mean?
Doing exactly.
I can hear authenticity. Right, I can hear authenticity over acting, and you are acting, dude. You're not even real.
He hasn't said anything.
So you're saying my tone of voice dictates truth?
What?
No, I'm saying that the gig is up. I can totally hear that you're not being an authentic person in this chat. You are acting.
Well, the only thing that I am acting is like somebody who wants to.
I can see it in your eyes. You're a fucking bitch.
Buddy, Donald, can you let's just take it back, okay? So we're talking about how people get people. Oh my God!
Please stop muting me. Please stop muting me.
Stop whining in the microphone, or you will be muted. Well, if you can't control yourself, don't control yourself.
Let me speak for 5 seconds.
You have had the ability to speak.
Is it possible?
Let's let Donald talk for Donald. Listen, I'm gonna let you talk, okay? Stop crying like a little girl. Shut up.
That's not what's happening.
Okay. So
you're
make
using
an
your ability
point.
to speak to complain about the lack of ability to speak while you're speaking, clown.
Let's just say no one interrupts him and let him see what he's gonna say.
So, okay. Do you have questions that are unanswered about the globe?
Bruh. Please address what I said. Please address what I said. In any way at all. Even just attempt it.
I will do that. I'll address what you said. You, go.
Bruh.
Say it again, Crypto.
I mean, Witsit literally just summarized it for you. Then you ignored when I said it, and you ignored Witsit's summary, which was word for word what I said anyway. I don't know how repeating it a third time is going to help, but I'll try. So, the point
if things were said, please just say the thing that you're interested in.
So why did you talk through me while I was about to repeat it? The thing that you asked me to do.
Just go. Go ahead.
I'm trying to. Just don't talk. So, the point of brainwashing is that it affects your ability to interpret evidence. So when I said to you, how do you differentiate education from brainwashing? Saying evidence isn't a rebuttal to that position.
Except it is.
No, it isn't.
Yeah, brainwashing has no evidence. Education has evidence.
How do you know which is which?
Evidence. That's the thing.
But if you're brainwashed, you can't differentiate.
I don't feel brainwashed.
Oh my God.
That's what people who brainwash would say.
You're feeling.
Well, okay, so define brainwashed. Hang on. Define brainwashed.
L. That's the
Well,
definition.
Wait. I want to point out. This is going to be a hilarious clip. Everyone try to give him some air to speak because I think it could be a pretty hysterical clip. So,
well, define brainwashed.
Yeah, it's the whole topic, right? So, well, do you want to go ahead with it?
You.
No, you go ahead.
Yeah. So the whole point is that brainwashing affects your ability to interpret evidence.
Okay, but define brainwashed.
I just did.
You didn't. You gave an example of brainwashing. You didn't define brainwashing.
Fine. So brainwashing, I guess, is a process by which false information and false methods of attaining information are embedded in someone's psyche. There we are.
All right. How do you decide what is or is not false information?
I don't know, things without evidence, perhaps.
Wait. I'd like to talk to the other guy. If you
the point originally,
let me.
Donald, you seem to be lost here, man.
No, I'm asking a question.
You're now
That's all.
It's been answered.
It hasn't, though.
Bro, you're now making...
It has. Also
am I coming through, or is he just talking?
So how
you're kind of.
How do you figure out which is false information and which is not false information?
Empirical means of verification. Empirical is observable, testable, repeatable, falsifiable. Then you actually run it through an empirical method so that you can. Why do you keep interrupting people when they're dunking all over you intellectually? Why do you keep interrupting them?
I haven't done that.
You just did.
Come on, Donald. This isn't gonna last long.
Like we all kind of want you to be here because we think it's funny, but you have to behave yourself.
Jeez, can we just appoint one person, please, so that we can get something?
Crypto.
I'd like for you to find how I'm misbehaving.
Crypto seems to be lagging a lot, so maybe Witsit can take over, or
yeah, I can for a second. Yeah. Okay, so what we're saying is that just because you use the word education doesn't mean it's not brainwash. Okay, because he defined it.
Brainwashing.
He just did.
It's also been posted in the chat.
Your definition, your personal definition of brainwashing.
Yeah, when false information or an inability to properly deduce the validity of information or evidence is embedded into a person's psyche. There are numerous different methods of doing this. For example, repeating remedial phrases that are misnomers so that people can repeat them and believe them and internalize them. Conditioning the psyche of an individual to misinterpret evidence.
Okay, so the very beginning of that, you said misinformation. What about if it is actual information that is true? Is that still brainwashing?
I never said misinformation. What I said was actually...
You did, though.
No, I didn't.
Okay, well, Donald, we're going to have to rewind the tape.
So now you're being dishonest. So now you're lying.
All right,
Can you read, buddy?
We'll find out if that's true.
Can you read? Like it's in the voice. It's in the voice chat.
Yeah, there we go. Let's read it. Brainwash. Intensive, forcible indoctrination, usually political or religious, aimed at destroying a person's basic convictions and attitudes and replacing them with an alternative set of fixed beliefs. The application of a concentrated means of persuasion such as an advertising campaign or repeated suggestion in order to develop a specific belief or motivation, the process of forcible indoctrination into a new set of attitudes and beliefs.
Okay, just to clear it up, because you started laughing like a maniac when you heard things that weren't said. I'm just going to replay it. He never said misinformation.
He just did. He just did. Your definition, your personal definition of brainwashing. Yeah, with false information or an inability to properly deduce the validity of information.
I didn't hear misinformation. Anyone else?
No,
one more time.
False information or an inability to properly deduce the validity of information.
Okay. All right, so let's just clear that up. Can we get another? Does anyone want a maniacal laugh real quick back at Donald?
Good job,
Okay,
Donald. You've been unmuted, but you also been
guys mute me again unwarrantedly.
Yeah.
I'm just.
Shut up, Donald.
You're not just going to maniacally laugh and claim you said something that wasn't said. That type of stuff doesn't fly with me. So
okay, if you guys unwarrantedly mute me again, I'm just going to leave.
You've said that several times. Your word doesn't mean anything.
And I've been.
Donald. He muted you because he wanted to play a clip.
Bro,
right?
this is
So
a
it's nothing
perfect example
personal.
of a man-child.
He's
Like,
gone.
holy
He's
shit.
gone.
He's gone.
Man, that was crazy, bro. This dude is like very sheltered, and he's like, I don't know. Like, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna take my toys with me.
He'll post
like
in
his
the chat
maniacal laugh,
soon,
right?
and he'll tell us
Crazy.
to come convince him that the Earth is flat.
Tags! What is your profession?
See, old friend, I brought more soldiers than you did.